No, I didn't see him. Here we go. When did you first begin? Who's your favorite? Oh yeah, it's cool.
Just so I don't catch you off guard. Anyways.
Yeah. All right, I'll just go off the top. Give you the raw thoughts of my no-filtered brain.
All right, so when did you first begin playing baseball?
I first began playing baseball around the age of 5. I've been playing it ever since. When I got to be about 12 years old, I kind of got burned out, didn't want to play, and my parents were just like in shock. And so they were like, well, hey, let's do it a week, and if you don't want to play after a week, it's kind of like, you don't have to play. And then, so I just kept going with it, and I guess got my second win, and it's been good ever since. So enjoy it still, love it today. Yeah.
And so I imagine you did watch baseball as a kid.
Oh yeah, I used to watch it all the time, and believe it or not, I used to watch the Cubs all the time because WGN was the local network, and so I would grow up kind of watching them and the Braves as well. So, yeah.
And so I imagine you also had a favorite player.
Yeah, absolutely. My favorite player was John Smoltz. I just enjoyed. I was a pitcher, you know, at the age of, I think I started around 10, so that's when I kind of started following him. And, you know, he was the dominant power righty, so he was a lot of fun to watch growing up. And my grandparents, they lived outside of Atlanta, so they would always send me gear from the games up to the house, so I'd always rock it.
The Maddox, Smoltz, Clavin.
Ah, yeah, that trio. They were just unbelievable. You know, it's gonna be hard to top that trio, but you know, there's a few teams working on it right now. Yeah.
And so down to the meat of the interview, the modern day offense is a lot about the long ball.
Yep.
Last year, the Yankees set the all-time record at, I believe, 256 in a season. How does that change your mechanics in order to be successful in the big leagues?
Mechanically, I don't think it changes anything. I think it changes the way you attack hitters and the way you pitch. Like you said, homers are up, strikeouts are down, and I think it's just kind of playing that chess match. But at times, you know, you still go with your strength because that's what's working best for you. Yep.
Something in comparison to that in Major League Baseball. This year, they actually brought in Major League Baseballs that they use there down to AAA. And so early in the season, there have been a lot of home runs. Like I believe week 1, there was a game where the teams combined for 38 runs in 10 innings. It was down in Round Rock. How does that change at all? Like, did that change the game plan, the different baseballs?
Yeah, for sure. You know, you always have that scout report you look at and see their kind of like their heat maps per se, and they have the same information on us. So, like I said, it's that chess match. But the difference in the baseballs, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, you know, Verlander talks about it a lot, but just the amount of home runs is absurd. I remember pitching back in, you know, 12, 13, 14, and even into 15, like certain guys were hitting 5 home runs, 6 home runs a year. Well, fast forward a year or two later, they're popping 20. It's like, and they ain't changing things, you know, they're not getting stronger. So I definitely think they changed the baseballs, but everybody's playing with the same ball at the end of the day. It's fair, and I mean, strikeouts are up. So I think that you're seeing a very dominant game of living and dying by the home run by certain teams, more so winning clubs than losing clubs. Yeah, and even with the pitching staffs, you're going with strikeout heavy guys. So it's kind of the way the game's trending. I'm not sure whether I agree with that or not. I only think that time will tell. So, yeah.
And so lastly, final question. Being a member of the Dodgers have churned out pitchers over history. Sandy Koufax, Fernando Valenzuela, Don Drysdale. even guys like Clayton Kershaw. The well right now in the minor leagues is insane in the Dodgers organization. What does it mean to you to be a Dodger?
Oh yeah, it's just a new opportunity for me. I wouldn't necessarily say that my opportunity has started with the Dodgers. I'm still down here personally trying to figure some things out for me and what's going to work for me. And there's been a lot of trial and error for me this year. The stuff's there. There's no doubt about that. The strikeouts are coming. So at the end of the day, I kind of rest my cap on that, knowing that things are good. But I think for me, it's just getting back to that compete mode and going at hitters versus like trying a few things here and there that might help. It's funny, yesterday I just sat and I watched 2 hours of video from, back when I was throwing good to the past couple of years when it hasn't gone so well. And it was pretty night and day for me. I was getting down the mound a lot better then versus, the older you get, you feel like you have this better feel of your mechanics and you start to try to feel things out. And, but I think at the end of the day, if I get back to competing, that it's all going to take care of itself when we get down the mound again, and things are going to be a lot better. Because that's actually what I was doing this spring training. I was just going out and competing, and I was getting down the mound and doing it. But there are a lot of young arms in this organization, I especially bullpen wise, and I know we got some young starters. They're always going to have guys with stuff, so I think that they're in a good position for that, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. I got almost 6 years in the big leagues, and just seeing some of these guys come up, they're different paths necessarily that they've taken. So it's been a lot of fun getting to know some of the guys, and I think that they definitely have a lot of depth here. So it's fun to watch.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, man. Thank you.